I don't know, something weird. So
Painful.
no, it was just that tight.
Just weird.
Yeah, funny and kind of tight feeling. And then the pain on my shoulder blade was so sore. I told him, "Come, Dad, you know what? Can you massage my back? Because my back, I don't know, but it's sore." He massaged. I said, "Enough, enough." Gee. But the thing was, I felt dizzy. And I threw up all my food that I was hungry. So that's why. But I had it again. You know, the third time when I came over here, I had it again. So I said, you know what? I think, Dad, you're right. I think we better go emergency. Kind of weird, you know, for me to get, just like,
Too many times.
Yeah. Half an hour later, getting something again. Usually I get acid reflux once or twice, and it doesn't bother me after that, you know. So I said, oh, I think we go. But you know, you go there, look, they poke me and
Bust you up, eh?
bust me up, and you know,
Oh.
they take about 5 vials of blood, and then they leave that tube, that thing in. They said, because in case I need IV. I said, okay. Then they tell me, oh, we're going to do EKG. I said, okay, but I have to wait because Dr. Fleming, I think, is going to check the EKG and go over it with you. I said, okay. Then they tell me I gotta go chest X-ray. So the guy gonna come. I'm gonna take chest X-ray. But I didn't have to wait long because they knew it has to do with my heart. So they did me like everybody else waiting.
Yeah.
You know, but. When the doctor explained to me, he said, you didn't have a heart attack, but it doesn't look good, you know. So I don't think we can send you home. Oh, excuse me, I was so shocked. I said, wow, for someone who watches what I eat and I try to do as much walking, you know, I said, oh.
You gotta start jogging and running now.
Of course not.
Walking not enough, I think.
Yeah. And then I said, oh my, okay. He said, we gotta wait. We put you in the next room. There's a room that just vacated. So I went in the other room. I had to go on the bed. And then so we gotta wait for the internal doctor, the internal medicine doctor, the in-house one. So when he came, he says, I'm Semdigard. So he said, I went over your EKG with Dr. Fleming, and I says, you know, we're either going to have to do a stress test or do an angiogram. So I go, oh. I said, so when are we going to do this? And he said, well, we're going to keep you overnight, and we're going to observe you, and then we'll do the test tomorrow. So I said, oh, okay. But he said, one way or the other, he said, I prefer doing the angiogram. I go, oh.
That's painful. Or
Yeah.
you didn't feel anything?
No, I didn't feel it.
Which way did they go?
Your
thigh, right?
Yeah, my going, and then I thought they would do it on my left because it's close to my heart, right? But they did it this way. Yeah. So anyway, say he preferred, because if they do the stress test, it's not, the results are not all clear. So if we do the angiogram, he said, if you had a blocked artery, we can put the stents in there and then. I said, oh, okay, fine. You know, they asked me if I had questions. Of course, my mind blank, because I'm telling myself.
You're in shock.
Yeah.
What the hell am I doing?
Wow. Why me? You know,
Why me?
what's going on with me? If anything, I would think it would be Grandpa. Drive me nuts as well. So I said, no, I have no questions now because my mind's blank, okay? I said, I just don't know what to think. So he said, oh, fine, we understand, but she said, you know, you just got to rest. So I stayed overnight. They put me up. You know, I don't know if you're familiar with Polymommy. We used to have the Women's Center. They do mammogram. Well, they had turned that in for, I guess, for people who stay for observation and stuff like that. So they put me there overnight, right in front of the nurse's station. So,
Watching you.
yeah. And then already by the time I went up, maybe it was 3-something. And then later on, by the time they keep taking blood out of me, I forgot to even ask what they do with all the blood, what kind of test they're taking, and I don't know what what came out of it. And later on I said, you know what, it was almost 6 o'clock. I said, can I be fed? I said, I'm so hungry. I said, all what I had this morning, my breakfast, all came out. So I really don't have anything in my stomach. She said, oh, they didn't feed you downstairs. I said, no. So she said, oh, we'll get you a tray. Fine. They made, oh, the soup no more taste. The chicken noodle soup didn't have taste. They have meatloaf with brown gravy. Oh, it was awful. But I was so hungry, so I ate.
Hospital food, huh?
Yeah, I ate about not even a half, or just a quarter thing. And I had about 3 spoons of the brown rice and the peas and carrots. And I was drinking, and I had 2 sips of tea.
Sound like you're complaining or something.
Huh?
Sound like you're complaining.
Yeah, because it all came out.
It's like,
After
junk.
that, I felt funny, and I said, oh, I felt nauseated. And Grandpa came back, so he said, oh, he's had that little tub here that they give you a bath. Yeah. And he said, oh, he told the nurse, can we use this? She
For vomit.
She's nauseated, yeah. She said, yeah, use that. So I used it. All my food came out, and I told Dad, Grandpa, that's it. I'm not hungry anymore. Then about 10 o'clock, I think, I slept after that. And then 10 o'clock, the nurse came. Mrs. Akana, you better drink your water now because at 12 o'clock, you can't have anything. No food, no water. I go, oh, thank you. Then after I drank my water, or whatever that was left, she dumped it. So
No
I
more
said,
for you.
yeah, I said, well, that's it, nothing. Next morning, they prepped me up to
Okay,
go,
test.
yeah, to do the angiogram.
Yeah.
That was fast, though.
They didn't hang you upside down, right?
No,
They just shot the dye up your
yeah,
vein, your thigh.
they did. He said, the guy was setting up, he said, this is the x-ray, we're gonna see, we're gonna put the dye, it's blue dye or
Yeah.
something. And then he said, we're gonna see if there's any blockage. So he said, oh, you're not gonna feel anything. Well, I hope you can put me to sleep.
But you never, right? They didn't put you to sleep.
No, they,
Just a sedative, like kind of.
yeah, they gave me something to relax me, but I slept.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I slept.
That's
So
tired.
by the time when I opened my eye, the guy said, oh, we're all done, you know. And the doctor said, oh, there's good news. There's no blockage. Your arteries are clear, you know. I said, thank you. Even when what is his name, Dr. Gao, the heart specialist, he said, oh, you have any questions that you no, doctor, I'm so appalled. I says, I don't have no questions to ask now because I don't know what to ask. So he looked at me and said, oh, we understand, don't worry.
So what was the diagnosis?
Huh?
What's your diagnosis?
I guess the paper they gave me, it just says how to take care of your angina. That's all. But they didn't tell me anything.
Yeah,
They
like
just
what
told
caused
me-
that dizziness and the vomiting,
Like
right?
it sounded like a mild stroke.
Well, they didn't say it was a stroke, you know.
Yeah.
And my blood pressure was good. And they said, oh, you don't take pressure pills. Yeah, hypertension pills. I said, no. He said, yeah, your blood pressure is good though. I said, yeah. So I try not to stress myself out, but
Were you stressed out? Or you just in denial?
probably I was stressed out. Because Grandpa getting forgetful, you know, now, Jason.
Oh, even if you give him the ginkgo biloba.
No, I don't care. I want to talk to the doctor.
Even
I
if you
think
give him the
they-
bilat, Grandma.
No. Gee, what kind of...
You still forget, huh?
Yeah.
Forget some more, huh?
He keeps repeating, you know, when we go to places, we go to, like, Hosoi Mortuary. You know, how many times we went to Hosoi?
He forgot.
Can you remember, he asked me,
How
where's
we get there?
Hosoi? How do you get to Hosoi? Oh, I tell myself, excuse me.
Excuse me?
I said, Dad, the same way how you go all the time. You go through Bethel Street, then you go and turn left, and you're going to turn right. It's right on the corner on the left. Then when we're getting close, he said, "Oh yeah, okay." Then when we had to take Uncle Joe to Queens, he told me, "Oh, how I get to Queens?" Oh, we get to Queens all the time. We go Queens.
You
So-
take Punahou cut off, then you turn left into the driveway.
That's like go bowling with him every time, and my work don't get done because I have to spend 3 hours down,
At Leeward.
yeah,
Yeah.
or go walk around or go Pearl Ridge because I get so tired,
Sitting down watching him bowl.
I'm gonna sit down over there. So that's the thing. But if he stay home a whole week, then it's not good for him too. So I want him to go bowling to socialize and get involved with other people.
Yeah. Get,
And drive them crazy, ask them.
go find girlfriend like that, Grandma.
I don't know. He always asks me because I think I want to tell a doctor. I think he's losing confidence as to directions and certain things. But when it comes to figures, let me tell you, he's sharp.
Right.
You're not going to teach him about figures.
Yeah.
So you're going to teach him about money.
He's a banker, that's why, you know what I'm saying?
But other kind of stuff, everyday stuff.
Yeah, like clean the yard kind. Like clean the yard.
Yeah, you keep doing that. But,
Oh, sorry, I got
those
sorry.
are the kind of stuff that,